Hey Aries, let's tap in for a little reading, y'all. I know it's been a minute since I've posted. Life just be lifing, but I got some energy today. I missed you guys and I want to tap in. So we're going to see what the 1111 messages are for Team Aries, okay? So if you're Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or wherever you have it in your chart, you're welcome to be here. We have Mama Jumbo Shine. I love that, Aries. You better with your beautiful self, okay? Shine that brilliant light of yours. Now is not the time to hide, to dim yourself, to be in the shadows. You are meant to be front and center in your life, taking up space. Look, is this like a little ram goat here? Like the horns on her, the horns here. So we're getting that Aries energy coming through really strongly. Something about you being headstrong, that's what those horns are for, right? I joke about this quite a bit where I'm like, God knows I'm stubborn, but like in the best way. Like I'm not going to give up on what I want, what I set my sights on. It's going to happen. And eventually God's just going to get in alignment and be like, here, girl, go. Like, you got it. Okay. So some of y'all need to embrace your determination. That's where that headstrong energy comes from. You are not a quitter. You're not a loser. You're a winner, okay? Go ahead, type that in the comments. I am a winner. Sometimes we got to remind ourselves of who we are, all right, Aries? And we have Iset coming through. Surrender. I love this. Might have to cover this a little bit. But for some of you, I could be talking to mothers out there. She's nursing her little baby here. But this is also about just kind of surrendering to the journey, the process. Even though things might be a little crazy for some of you right now, you might be wondering like, yo, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Just keep showing up. That's all. God, your spirits, the universe, whatever you believe in, that's all they want from you is to just keep showing up as your beautiful, brilliant self, okay? Shining that light. Even if it's not on a public platform, you're not on social media or anything, but like shining the light in the lives of the people around you, your friends, your family members, a stranger, right? Sometimes you never know what a stranger could be going through, but you flash a beautiful smile at them, or you give them a nice compliment or something like that, and it just could make someone's, I heard, their whole month, not even their day, their whole month, where somebody could have just been going through it, and just the kindness of a stranger can really lift them up. And I feel like that's what we need in the state of the world right now. It's chaotic as hell, guys. It's a lot going on. Stay grounded in the light, okay? I know we here for the shadow work too and everything, but the more shadow work you've done, the brighter your light shines as well. So some of you might have been navigating some of the throes of shadow work and having to heal some things, deep wounds and pains and hurts, things you've been grieving over, but that healing is just going to make your light shine that much brighter, okay? I'm also getting like, this is God or goddess in this case. We're using the African goddess deck. This is goddess nurturing you, okay? You're the little baby here because Aries is the baby of the zodiac, okay? So for some of you, it's really important for you to tap in with those feminine deities, whatever it is you connect with, whether it's Iset. This is also a representation of Isis, okay, the goddess Isis. So maybe you feel connected to that particular goddess. And Mama Jumbo. Here, let me read the background of, because I don't know much about Mama Jumbo here. We got the number 32. I literally turned right to the page and look at that. So Goddess Mama Jumbo glitters as guardian of the lush green forests of Guinea-Bissau. If her name sounds familiar, it is because Mama Jumbo's name was misconstrued by colonizers and replaced with the term mumbo jumbo, meaning gibberish. Still, she shines. Her guidance is that you were born to shine, be seen, be heard, be a movement. We need to know your name. We want to learn your dance. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. Daring to rise and shine starts with the courage to be seen and heard. Your story matters, and someone needs to hear it. Fear of shining brightly keeps you in the shadows, hiding and shrinking. There is no way to claim your voice and avoid rejection, criticism, and judgment. But you are not for everybody. If everyone likes you, you are not really being you. I know that's right. So some of y'all need to embrace the fear of being disliked. And come on, we're Aries. We're technically ruled by a malefic planet. Mars can kind of be the bad guy. And it's okay, like, to embrace being the bad guy. Maybe some of you have entered into your villain era in a way, where you're like, fuck it, I don't give a fuck who like me or who don't, right? It don't change nothing about what I got going on over here. So the affirmation associated with this card is, I am ready to be seen and heard. I love that. So somebody could be 32, somebody could be 44. Also, the next the next 5 or 8 days could be significant for you. Let's go ahead and look into Iset, since I've got her, got the book out. Goddess Iset is revered as a magical healer and sorceress. She of 10,000 names. You may know her as Isis, her Greek name, or Aset or Wuset. Iset was worshipped in ancient Nubia, the Sudan region, Egypt, and beyond. Her guidance is to let it all go. Say aloud now, I surrender. These words cast a spell. Breathe them in. Release control. Stop bonding around struggle. Hand the keys to the divine. Allow spirit to carry you and fill in the gaps. You don't have to figure it all out. Goddess has your back. Have faith in where you are at this moment. Ashe. The affirmation associated with this card is, everything I need to know finds me at the perfect time. I love that. So, just trusting in the divine timing of things, even when it's looking a little crazy, right? And it's not really making sense. We're just going to trust, right? And every time you feel that fear, that worry, that anxiety coming up, just say, I surrender. I surrender. You can call upon your guides, your spirits. I surrender these fears over to my ancestors. I surrender these fears over to the goddess Iset, or whoever it is you connect with, Oshun, Mama Jumbo, whatever it is that you feel called to. All right, let's see what other cards we have coming out. We're gonna move on to another deck. I love these messages so far. The reds definitely make me think of Aries here too. Maybe you need to wear more red. That is kind of like our power color. Not even kind of, it is our power color. If you've been feeling disempowered lately, put on a nice bold red lip. I just did a red lip for the first time in a long time, and I used to wear my red lip all the time. But yeah, I just did one recently, and I like the way it makes me feel. So maybe some of you, what is it, Ruby Woo? Is that the MAC, the OG red lip? So yeah, definitely get your red. I heard red bottom somebody might have. Okay, let's see. Look at you, star seed. Come on, what lights you up? And we're literally talking about shining here. Some of you have gifts and talents. They're so potent. They're amazing. They're brilliant. Like, people are meant to know who you are. Like, your name is going to be put on the map somehow, some way. It's something that you do where people are going to know, like, oh yeah, that's Aries. Like, they gonna know your name is on it. Your energy is just all up through it. Okay, so ask yourself right now, what lights me up? Okay, sit with that for a moment. See what comes to you. If you feel like you're not getting an automatic answer to that question, you might need to reflect on that a little bit. And a lot of times it's easier than we think it is. It's literally what makes you happy, what brings you joy, what lifts your spirits. Okay, those are the activities you need to be doing. It's not to say that is going to be your main 9-to-5 bread and butter. It could be for some of you, but it might be a hobby for some of you. It might be a side hustle for some of you, right? But it's something that makes you feel good, and it makes you shine brighter, and it catches a lot of attention too. And not even just attention in a fleeting way, Like, it's something really healing about what you do. It's captivating. You know, your light is something that heals other people. So I love to see that for you, Aries. Beautiful cards coming through so far. Let me get one more from this deck. We have answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? So you're getting asked some really important questions. What lights you up and what is your soul calling you to do? Okay, these are going to be really important questions to sit with because they're guiding you towards your destiny, Aries, and what you are meant to be doing here on this earth. All right, this is a beautiful 1111 message, my star seeds. Okay, my star seeds, my sunbeams, you know. What is that from? What's that show? Because I literally was just running it back. The Game. So I don't know if somebody likes that show, The Game or something like that. I don't know if somebody wants to be a doctor. I think that was what Melanie, she was a doctor. Maybe you know, whatever it is you want to do. You didn't want to do anything. There was a lot of different characters on their show, on that show. Tasha Mack, you know, she was a boss, shining her light in her own right too. So yeah, you know, whatever it is you want to do, baby, do it. Go for it. Like, don't be afraid of what people are going to think. Maybe you are fearful of criticism, of judgment, of rejection. You might as well accept that that is going to be a part of what you do. It just is. I just saw 1133 on the screen. That can be an angel number for you. So you might as well start embracing rejection. Start embracing criticism. Start embracing judgment. You know, and not so much that you're carrying it with you and letting it deter you from your path, but you can just take those things as literal, like, intel. Like, sometimes criticism can be a good thing. Sometimes criticism can help us get better. So maybe instead of feeling defensive over someone, maybe having a little constructive criticism to offer, right? It's one thing if somebody's just completely tearing you down, then I would absolutely say, fuck them, don't listen to them. But, you know, if somebody's like, maybe you could kind of tweak this a little bit, it's important to be open to that criticism, because that could be the insight that you need to just get better, okay? I heard peer review. So something you're working on, you might actually want to get some of your peers involved and get their feedback on it. Like I said, be open to constructive criticism. People that care about you and want to see you shine, they're not going to be yes men, you know. They're going to be people that are going to be honest with you at the end of the day because they want to see you prosper. They want to see you do your best. Maybe you're just showing up as good enough when they know, nah, Aries, you're better than that, okay? So it could be that energy coming through as well. I love this. Let's switch on over to another deck, see what else we got going on for my Aries. This 1111 energy, spirit guide, okay? So yeah, like I said, call on your spirit guides, this feminine deities, you know, whoever it is you connect with. It might be Jesus, whoever it is. It don't matter. Call on them, okay? They're meant to help you in your journey. Call on them for courage. That's what a lot of you need, is like more courage to step further into your light, okay? Let's see what else we got going on for my Aries. Okay, we've got empowerment. That's such an Aries energy, isn't it? Badass, right? Like I was saying, step into your courage, your strength, your personal power here. Work with your power color a little bit more. Some of you, there could be a piece of jewelry. You need to charge it up on the full moons. Like, that's an amulet for you that will give you the strength and the courage, the determination that you need to really just take up space, to own who you are, own your gifts and your talents, own your destiny, really, Aries. We have peace coming through here as well. I love these messages. Like, you know, if you've been in a time of chaos and confusion and you know what's up from down, just know that peace Peace is there. It's accessible whenever you want it, okay? You just have to tap into it, all right? So some of you are being reminded, like, hey, I just noticed it's 3:33 on the clock right now. So some of you are being reminded, like, yes, like to step into that peace. Take that time and space for yourself at the end of every day to just have a little quiet time. Journal, reflect, meditate, okay? Some of you might need to take like a white bath or any type of spiritual bath that can be cleansing for you, restoring to your peace of mind. Let's see what's coming out from the Angel Oracle for my Aries placement. Ooh, that card's just flipping around. You always be doing the most. I'll be having to get all on the floor and lean over, like give me a break. Getting too low for this. All right, we have patience, and I know that is not Aries' strong suit. I hate being patient because I want it now. Okay, we have trust the higher forces of life to know what is best for you. And remember that when you are asked to wait, you're being prepared for something even better than you expected. So change your attitude to one of acceptance, relax, and take stock. Ask your angel to enfold you during this waiting period so that you can listen to the promptings of the divine. Do not rush off on some wild goose chase of your lower will. When the time is right and you are ready and refreshed, the next door will open. Patience is always rewarded. I need you to hear that, Aries. Patience is always rewarded. That means it's not a punishment. It's just preparation, okay? The affirmation here, all things happen at the perfect time. Some of you are looking for job opportunities and you're like, what the fuck? When is it going to happen? The perfect time. Not on your time. It's on the perfect time, on the divine time, okay? It's going to fall into place, all right? You know, maybe you're waiting for certain plans and things that you got going on with your purpose and, you know, your starseed stuff. You're like, yo, when is my moment? When is it ever going to happen? You're being prepared for something better than you expected as well. So you might have your sights set on a certain goal and the universe is like, psh, that little dream of yours, I've got something even bigger for you, okay? Thank the angels. Thank your ancestors. Thank the universe. Thank God for the time that they want to spend to prepare you. That is an honor for them to want to take their time with you, Aries. I don't know if you've ever had someone like really take their time with you, like getting to know you, learn you, you know, take their time in helping to nurture you, to grow you. Like this is what your spirit guides definitely want to do for you. So they time with you. They're carving you like a beautiful statue or something. Or a painting, you know. These things aren't done overnight, especially in this microwavable ass society. That's why I don't be on social media. I've been taking a step back. Because I do feel like, you know, when we spend so much time online, we just come to expect that everything's supposed to be like da-da-da-da, and it's not. Like, that's just not the way that the universe flows, okay? So we have honesty here as well. Angel wisdom reminds you that every thought, word, emotion, and action is reflected in your aura. When you are honest, your aura is crystal clear. Everyone knows where they are with you and feels totally safe. The angels suggest that you look within and purify any murky thoughts and feelings. When you are totally honest with yourself, you behave with integrity and dare to be open, for there is nothing to hide. People respect and trust you. As you radiate a resonance of honesty, people respond to you with openness and honesty in their turn. The affirmation here is, I am honest in thought, word, and deed. This could be honest just about who you are, Aries, what your experience is, what you're going through. Being honest about the things that you like, the things that light you up. Maybe some of you are kind of ashamed or embarrassed about the things that you like. Why? Why are you ashamed of yourself? Some of you need to kind of shake off that shame. that self-judgment that you have. You might be worried about the judgment of other people, but what you really fear the most is your own inner judgment, your own inner critic. And you really got to get that shit in check, okay? Because then it's going to have you out here projecting and thinking everybody else is like judging you and criticizing you. And that's really not the case. Most people are actually not doing that. Most people are honestly absorbed in their own world and they're just indifferent. They really don't care either way. And I think there's a certain amount of freedom that we can kind of move within when we realize people are mostly indifferent as fuck. Like, they don't give a fuck, Aries, what you doing. Like, and I don't even mean that in a harsh way, like nobody cares. There are going to be people that care what you do. But there's also going to be people that literally do not give a fuck. And I think that there's a lot of freedom in knowing, like, or even just moving with that thought, like, oh, nobody even cares. Like, I'm over here worrying about like what everybody thinks and stuff. Like, they worry about their own goddamn life, right? So yeah, clear that up. Be real about who you are. Be real with yourself first and foremost, and then be real with the rest of the world too. Let's see, we're gonna move on to another deck here. See what else we have coming through for my Aries. Aries. We have healing. I love this. The frequency of healing supports your intrinsic ability to restore our health, our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. Okay. So somebody could be 29 years old. The 29th of this month could be significant as well. But yes, you are in a space of healing, especially while you wait. Okay, so some of you might be wondering, like, why am I waiting for so long? What's happening? It's because you've been healing. A lot of you have been healing when it comes to that inner critic, the inner judge within you. Because that energy has needed to soften for you to really accept yourself, for you to really embrace who you are, own who you are, okay? Maybe some of you got some things you're unpacking from your childhood. Maybe people used to make fun of you, tease you, bully you. Maybe you felt rejected as a child or something like that. You're needing to heal some stuff around your inner child for sure. Getting your heart chakra, specifically with that green color. Yeah, and then we have integration. The frequency of integration supports our embrace of every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. I love that. Somebody could be 30. Also, the 29th and the 30th could be significant this month, okay? So this is about embracing the good, the bad, the ugly, because it all makes you you, okay? Nobody's perfect and nobody's expecting you to be perfect. You might be expecting that from yourself, or maybe that's something you're healing from. Maybe you feel like you grew up in a childhood or a family dynamic where people had really high standards for you or something. And it's just like, allow yourself to be human, allow yourself to have flaws, right? Some of you might be very like hyper focused on like your flaws and stuff like that, and you need to kind of balance that out. You need to focus on the things that make you beautiful too, okay? Let's pull some tarot cards, see what's coming through here. So some of you could definitely benefit from working with like those positive affirmations, just kind of reinforcing a stronger sense of self-esteem, confidence. Let's see, what do we got coming out from the cards? Spirit, give me some more messages, 1111 messages for our Aries friends. We have, yeah, that's that fear. False evidence appears real. That's you playing small, you hiding, you being in the shadows, in the cave, when you're meant to be shining, okay? Come on out of the cave, Aries. I don't know what you've been hiding for. Cut the shit, okay? Your Aries sister is going to be here to tell you and call you out on that shit. I know it can sometimes sound blunt, but just know it always comes from a space of love. Cut the shit. Like, you ain't no weak ass hoe. You over here kind of acting a little weak, okay? That's not you at all. I will never reinforce that message or that energy, that idea for an Aries. Like I said, drop it in the comments below. I am a winner. I am a winner, okay? Because y'all kind of moving in this loser ass energy. I ain't gonna hold you. One thing, I'll be quick to call people a fucking loser. But it's crazy how quick I'll be able to call somebody that. But at the same time, I will be feeling like a loser sometimes. Scrap that shit. No, you're not. You know, technically nobody else is either. I just be, people be pissing me off, so I'm gonna say some shit. But look, and shit, sometimes you gotta be mindful of that. Like what you say to other people, your brain might be picking up on like, oh, you talking to me or something? Okay, so even be mindful of the language that you're using, shit, about other people, because your brain could be picking up on that, like, oh, they're talking about me. And it's like, nope, that's not the case. So next time someone pisses you off, call them a winner. You fucking winner. That's crazy. That will probably throw them off. They'll probably be like, bitch, what? Thank you? Like really flip the script on somebody else. But yes, you're being freed from these strings. These aren't even chains. They're loosely bound little ropes that are wrapped around her that she can literally shimmy away from and break free. Okay, so it's time for you to break free. I think that's a song. I want to break free. I don't know. It's like some 80s song or some shit. Some white band. What's that song called? Because I'm definitely hearing it. Let's see. I don't know why my phone don't be working. I got my little extra phone, but the Wi-Fi do not be connecting on this phone for whatever reason. And I am very much confusion because I wanted to look up this song, but I can't. I'm just gonna blame Mercury retrograde because not even lying, shit has been like kicking my ass. It always messes with my technology, and I'm a natal Mercury retrograde baby, and I would think like, damn, take it easy on me, but no, I'm always dealing with technology shit during this retrograde. So I don't know the song. Maybe I'll post it later if I find it. But for now, yeah. Okay, yeah, break free. When you have dealt with like conflict too, and people that have tried to make you feel small, okay? Because they see your greatness, they see your brilliance, right? Don't let people get in your head. You kind of been letting people like psych you out and shit, and you need to cut that shit out. Cut it out. From your Aries sister, and she said cut it out. You need to heal, Ace of Cups, okay? Also just need to focus on the things that you love, right? The things you love, the people that you love, the activities you love, just focus on that. That's going to bring balance to your life with the Justice card here. You also have like something that's going to come in and balance out the scales for you, okay? You feel like there was some sort of unfairness with that Five of Swords. Things are going to get balanced out. The Eight of Swords and the Five of Swords. It's going to get balanced out here, all right? We have this Knight of Swords. This is that bold, courageous, like, I'm going in, I'm going for it, okay? Balls to the wall type of energy. So you could be tapping into that Knight of Swords. I don't know if you have some air placements in your chart, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Why am I hearing nuck if you buck, okay? Please don't beat nobody ass. I don't know if somebody's like provoking you, they're really trying it, but please don't hurt them, okay? Because I don't need to be bailing you out from jail, okay? But, you know, try to direct that energy. If you're feeling a little aggressive, you're feeling a little froggy, some of y'all might need to go work out, need to go take a run or something like that. Write some angry raps. That's what I do. I write a rap song about somebody, and yeah, bitch, like, fuck you. We have the Ace of Swords here too. Okay, communicate, express your truth. Yeah, some of you are meant to like be speaking in some capacity. So if you felt like you was finna get by on not talking and being quiet, being hidden, please. Like some of you might be meant to be like motivational speakers or something like that, okay? For some of you, there is a breakthrough that's coming with your mindset. This whole Eight of Swords, Five of Swords thing. The Ace of Swords is kind of like coming into clarity, realizing who the fuck you are, okay? And especially seeing this crown. Like, you better act like you know who you are. Okay, we're moving on from the bullshit. 8 of Cups. The things that are not for us. You know, we've gone as far as we can, and it's time to move on. They got the little red on. Like I said, your power colors. You got the red on. He got the red on. She got the red on. Everybody got red on. Okay? So, something about your root chakra. You might need to work with that a little more. The next full moon could be significant. That will be a full moon in Gemini. And then what you're moving on to, the 10 of Cups. This is a beautiful way to end your reading. Moving on to happy family life. If this is not your family, this is like extended family, like, you know, an amazing group of friends, you know, people that you really feel seen, heard, like they just get you, right? That's what you're moving towards. That's what you deserve. For some of you, these are going to be your fans, like your followers. Like, they're going to be your soul family, okay? Like, they really get you. They see you. They love you. They value you. There's just going to be so much happiness and bliss here. For some of you, this can be a romantic relationship. You're going to be going from being single as a Pringle to being booed up, and some of y'all starting a family with somebody, or this could be a blended family situation you got going on here. But it's looking really good, Aries. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up this 11/11 message here. If this resonated with you at all, if you're just excited about these messages, give me a thumbs up. Drop 11/11 in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel for more Aries readings. This channel is all about Aries. I ain't doing readings for no other zodiac sign. So, you know, I gotta show up for baby, okay? And, you know, that is exactly what I'm gonna do. But all right, my loves, I hope you all have a beautiful day. And until next time, take care. Bye.